My name is Kim. I'm in my 30s, and I'm a pharmaceutical sales representative. My house is very claustrophobic. It's smothering because of the fact that I can't move around in it. It's a house, but it's not a home. And when I'm in it, I just feel like I'm in chaos. My office has a huge desk, which is on the floor. It's really just the amount of papers that I deal with. Just sometimes I fall behind if I can't locate items like receipts or something like that because they're lost in the disorganization of the office.
My name is Danielle, and I am one of Kim's good friends. Because she's fearful of who may be driving by or stopping by or neighbors that are walking by because she doesn't want them to see what the inside of her house looks like. She's gotten very good at masking what's behind her front door.
I think everyone that knows me is going to be surprised.
I am Emily. I'm a childhood friend of Kim's. She, has a very professional job. She looks like $1 million. She's, always looks great when she goes out in public. So the fact that her house isn't like that, I think that would be shocking to anyone that ever went inside.
If you just saw the house, you would think that someone just stays in there all day, doesn't do anything, don't have any ambitions or goals, and Kim has all of those.
She still gets out and socializes. The isolating part, I think, is that she can't entertain at home. Her neighbors have never been in, and that's isolated her.
It definitely holds back a normal, interactive dating life. Wow. I don't know.
She loves meeting new people and she loves making new friends, but when it comes to that point in a relationship where you want to invite somebody over for dinner or have them come pick you up at the door, she puts up a guard that normally you wouldn't have to in that type of relationship.
This is the one thing in my life that holds me back.
It is hijacking her life, bits and pieces of all of it. I want this to be more than just a cleanup. I want this to be a lifestyle change for her.
I do feel like this is my area of weakness, and I'm scared and terrified for people to see it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Geraldine Thomas. I'm a certified professional organizer specializing in chronic disorganization. Kim, big day for you. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Okay, that's normal. My first impression of Kim is that socially she's really a dynamic person, but I think when she comes home and takes off her coat and locks the door at night, she is alone with her things and unhappy. Nothing will be removed without your permission. Not a gum wrapper, not an old coffee cup, not a broken pen. Nothing is going to go until you say it's okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Well, no, some of that is in a certain order. There was, I guess, my old organization in place, and so I was a little overwhelmed that was just gone.
It's looking a little different already?
Yeah.
Okay, you feeling nervous? I can
Yeah.
tell your breathing is completely changed right now.
How you feeling?
Well, I mean, that scares me, everything that was work-related that was here.
All the stuff is still here. We may need to go through it again, but we're going to go through it in a way that's going to help you to organize it in a better fashion. At first, this was looking like more of a crisis about lack of organization around work, which probably made her late for things and her follow-through less than adequate. as we were moving along, we saw more. A lot of gifts,
Oh no, that's a present
For who?
for me.
a lot of clothes for herself or for her job.
I use it for work.
This is a work hat. You know, we found an entire rack of clothes that still had tags on them that she hadn't actually worn.
The
Let's
challenge
just-
now is like looking at it and saying, get rid.
Yeah.
Not this one.
This still has the tag on it.
I know, because I forgot I had it.
There's a limit. Kim doesn't understand that. She thinks because she has 4 closets, she needs to fill them up with clothes and shoes. I hope that we will hit this point with her that just because you have the space does not mean it has to be filled with things.
When in doubt, throw it out. Kim, I don't even know if I can let you wear these.
Okay. The red ones I get to keep.
When the client invites friends or family to participate in helping them with this process, it's very frustrating for them
Keep.
because they think they know best and they just want this to be over and they think that they are capable of making decisions for that person.
Girl, you ain't gonna wear that.
That's to wear over a swimsuit. That's it.
But you don't ever wear a green
You don't have
swimsuit.
the color, that swimsuit, that color.
I'm being patient and I'm helping, and she has to trust me. You know, she has to, I have her best interest at heart. I'm only there to help her.
That's a donate. Emily, that looks like just like you. I think that may be yours.
I want to see if you can go any faster.
I'm going fast.
Oh,
There was 3 ugly
we do.
sweater parties this year,
get
and I
caught
only
on.
had this.
Is it frustrating? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to push so hard that it interferes with our friendship, but I also don't want to be, you know, so relaxed about it that I just kind of start back to where I was, accepting we can't force her, but we also need to be a little bit more aggressive than we have been, and we need to say stuff to her. We can let y'all handle it, you know, so completely.
okay.
Yeah.
She is pissed.
I don't want it to be negative. I mean, I do think, obviously, progress is being made. It's not at the pace I was hoping to see.
I mean, me and Danielle, I could sit there and ask her at each class, so you want to get rid of this, or you want, you know, that kind of thing. She thinks she can keep this amount of stuff because she has that much space. I mean, we were kind of hoping that you would gear in the direction that, you know, I mean, just because you have that much space, it doesn't mean you need to keep that many things. And she's still, that's not changed. We're not seeing, you know, we're not seeing that.
I didn't want to sort of overwhelm her with,
Right.
we're going to get rid of everything. And one of the things that I did notice with her is she was looking at it saying, I can get rid of more. And as she clears things out, she can see the space that's there. And the hope is that she's going to keep working on this and keep working with organizers to cut that down more and more.
Yeah. So,
Well, thank you.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
go actually work on some stuff. now.
maximize the
Great.
last little bit amount of time.
Yeah, keep.
Kim, you're not going to use this.
I will.
That's been storage for 5 years.
5 years.
It has not.
Yes, it has. This box came from storage. And the den clutter's underneath it.
So Dr. Hannah was encouraging us to challenge her when we see that that's, you know, where there's the time to do that.
But no, see, that's like, those are important.
So important, you haven't had them in 5 years. My scarf.
I just found my winter coat from
One,
like,
2, 3. Hey, get that other box. Ah, that feels good. Woo! Woo!
those are brand new cups, man. That's a donate or a give to
Yeah.
someone.
We've only got 30 minutes left. We've got to get rid of stuff.
Greg, come here. I think the transition that I've taken in just a few days of being able to be horrified to let someone in, to being okay with it. First time in,
Well, first time. That's first time in. That's right.
still a little bit messy, but For the first time in a long time, I have a pride in my house, and for the first time in a decade, I want to invite people in. It may not look that good to you, but trust me, it looks great. Do I bring stuff in? Do I not want to let go? If that's the definition, then that's certainly a habit that I have. I hoard.
In order for Kim to continue on this path, I think she needs to keep exploring the options of educating herself and honor her agreement with us not to bring more things into her home.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
That motivation is there, and so my hope is that she's going to move forward. So really for her, the key was changing the way she thinks, changing the way she approaches this issue.
I think I've faced my biggest fear, which was this, and now I feel like I don't have to hide or misrepresent that part of myself, and that's a great feeling.